Welcome back, all you lovely people. Welcome back to Stevie Runs, channel created for like-minded people looking to become fitter, healthy people. I'm out on the trails today and it's absolutely bloody beautiful. Too many road runs of late. London 3 weeks ago, MK Marathon 1 week ago. If you've not seen the videos, go back and have a look if you like. Watch me struggle. There's a week later from MK and I'm out on the trails somewhere completely new. Don't recognise any of this. Good old Strava maps getting me there. Although lots of places look like dead ends and that now. Oh, there you go. Let's have a look. See if it opens up. They always open up, look at that. Beautiful. Alright, so I am 8 to 9 miles in to a nice 20-mile long run. People might be looking at my Strava and thinking, it's a little bit excessive long runs at the minute. But I am training for Race to the King, as I've mentioned a few times. So I need to be getting these miles in, and this is nice and slow and easy, although I always start panting as soon as I get the camera out. It's not easy to do all that at the same time. But yes, it's 20 miles today. It will look like excessive miles this week because MK Marathon fell on Bank Holiday Monday just gone. So that's just what would have been a Sunday run is added on to this week's. So I go from like 16 miles up to 50 plus for this week. But I'll take it because it makes it look like a fucking legend. But that's all good. I just wanted to really talk about what's just been through those two marathons. Not trying to bore you too much. Not things I've learned, but how they went and how I think they might go in the future, maybe. Let's say London 3 weeks ago. I think maybe I thought I could do better than I can. I think I see so many good times on Strava, and I always say to people, don't compare yourself to stuff you see on there. But I do honestly feel like a 3:30 is in reach. But I think maybe the plan I was following wasn't really that good. It didn't cost me a lot, to be honest with you. And it only give you like 10 weeks, so you have a bit of a base built and then you follow it for 10 weeks. But the long runs weren't really long enough. The most they wanted me to do was 16 miles. So I went to 18. I got to lie and I thought, I don't feel like I've done enough long runs. And my legs might have forgot since last time what it's like to be up there because I haven't done it very recent. And I was right, I should have made my instincts on that. You can basically write your own plan these days. It's not that hard to do. But if you're going to get one that's looks sensible. Some great ones on Ben Parks. I'm following a ultra one at the moment. And that seems really good. That's strength training, everything involved. My one was a bit too basic. But yeah, so with London, my cramps and that just came in hard. Now, I've done a lot of looking since that, a bit of research. People do say about using electrolytes, whatnot. I do sweat a lot, but I think the main thing for me was probably overexertion. My heart rate does go incredibly high on them. It's supposed to be sort of 95% aerobic in a marathon. Mine certainly is not. Mine's sort of zone 3, zone 4 for most of it. So you'd think that maybe I was not quite fit enough, and my heart rate not low enough for that. I know people say to not follow your heart rate, and I'm planning on doing that. I'll talk about that later. But when you see your heart rate is at 170, 180, you probably should pull back a bit. And ultimately, I think that's where my cramps came from. But never mind, we live and we learn. I'll get one right one day. MK just gone 1 week ago. Am I off track here or what? No. 1 week ago since MK, that was on Monday. It's now Sunday, so it's been 6 days. And I'm out here doing a 20 miler. But the idea of that one was to make it to the end. To teach my legs how to go through discomfort. It was tough. It was bloody tough. Like, London was caught up with me pretty early in that. I could have stopped at 13. battled through it for the reasons I just said. Just trying to get my legs ready for the big one. I turn left. And ultimately, I think it was a good move. I was able to run twice this week after that. So I took way less time recovering from this one, where I had to have a full week off after London. But doing this one a bit slower, even though it hurt my legs, I was able to run twice this week and hopefully complete this 20 miler today. So it's all good. I feel like my body is definitely conditioning for long distances now, especially in the recovery part. I'm not sure about the actual running part yet, but I've still got 5 weeks until Race to the King, so a little bit of time to get more of these in, follow the plan, and hopefully be ready when I get to the start line in the South Downs. Let's go, party on. This is about as good as it gets, isn't it? It's about as good as it gets for a Sunday morning. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, I know these videos are always the same, just me enjoying the outdoors out here on a Sunday. But that's what I'm here for. Absolutely brilliant for the mind. Just enjoying running. It's all good. The thing I will say that I forgot to mention about MK last week was how much pain my glutes and my hips were in. Not even towards the end, like fairly early on, because of how tight my legs were at London. But it felt like when I was running with Mikey and after, I was doing it quite slow, I felt like I was lifting myself up like too much, and these muscles in my my ass and my hips, God, they were locked up, and they've been pretty tender, and they're pretty tender now still. It always feels like when you're running slow, it's hard to get a nice flow, and you're wasting energy by lifting yourself up a lot from being slow rather than being sort of smooth going. So I'm taking some great advice this week from a nice chap I've been following on Strava for some time, very good runner, and I'm going to be going by feel. I've got a big plan ahead. Might not be great for the channel because I don't want you all to like disappear, but after the Race to the King, we're taking a little break from the actual races that I do. I seem to always have something coming up and cram too much into one space. I'll take a break from that, and I'm going to get my overuse injuries dealt with, get really strong and get in the best shape I can. Then I'm going to come back with a vengeance after that and try and get to be the runner that I've always wanted to be, because things don't really come naturally for me. I don't look like a runner, look at me. I'm thick, I'm a thick set chap really, I'm short. It's not about to be a bad thing, but some of the people I see that are good always have like an extra bit of height than me. My feet are huge. I say huge, they're size 11. And they're just so big to drag around. The shoes I was wearing last week, there's just so much leather on them that they just felt heavy to carry. And maybe that contributed to my, aching my legs, lifting the heavy feet up. So I don't feel like I'm genetically made for running. But that also makes me feel a little bit proud of where I've got to. I've been. It's not my motivation that's a problem at all. But gains are hard to come by. When I first started doing Maffetone method and whatnot, I got gains really fast as like a new runner, and I think that put me into a false sense of security there, because it doesn't come that easy afterwards. Once you have your little breaks in between races, Christmas, whatnot, when you come back, it's getting harder and harder to get those things back, especially as you start getting older. But I'm not going to use that as an excuse. As I said, I'm going to take a good year out of races, so I don't have to pressure myself into doing plans, getting it right. Running's about enjoying it. Look, I'm out here doing 10, 11 minute miles, no stress whatsoever. Complete opposite of stress. It's what makes me get away from the everyday life stresses of work, home, finance, everything, all the things that come with life. Those things just disappear when you're out doing this. A good 3 hours out on the trails. I don't even know where I am. I have no idea where I am village wise. I followed some blue lines on Strava yesterday and I'm following it. I'm sure I recognise when I get onto some roads, but it's just this. I'm just following a watch on my little blue line, and what is better than that on a nice Sunday morning? Okay, so without boring you any longer, that's my video for today. Like I say, please don't unsubscribe, and if you do, that's fine. I will be making content in that time after the ultra about how training is going, trying to do a bit of weight loss, whatnot, get in proper shape, and we get back in the gym to strengthen my muscles. I stopped doing that because I thought might as well do it at home whilst I was doing more running. So I'm going to get back on that and try and get myself in perfect nick to come back fighting fit. Right, let's see where I am. I might be lost, I don't know. Oh man, I swear, this is about an hour after I stopped filming earlier. This run has just opened up so nicely, man. Honestly, I'm gonna keep banging on, but you can't get a better start today than this. Get on Strava, pay the bloody subscription, pick the blue lines off the routes, send it to your watch, and just go. You never know what stuff you're gonna come up to. There's sheep and hens, as exciting as that don't sound at the minute. I've just gone through like a national trust place there, like Otmoor Park or something, with the rich people. And now I don't know where I am, but that's not the point. When you get sent across fields like that, that's just gets better and better. You never know what you're gonna come across. So anyway, back to where I was in the video earlier. St Mary's Church, Cottisford. That's quite far away from home. It's mad how sort of far you can get when you're going more direct to these places, isn't it? What a lovely place for it. Well, I might move here, I think, if I happen to win the lottery, that I never do. God. The trouble with these sort of places is, my worst fear is massive dogs that are protecting their farms, you know? It drives me mad. They always come flying out. I have to get ready to batter them with my camera. But they're always there. Can't blame them, just protecting the farms. But okay, anyway, well, like I was saying, that is the end of this video for me. Thank you very much for joining me. Please don't disappear. Race to the King is 5 weeks away. If anything's gonna be worth watching, it's gonna be that. That's gonna be a flipping nightmare. 2.5 marathons. I've clearly been struggling with one. But I'm ready for it. I'm gonna go. I won't be defeated. I'll do everything I can to get to the end of that, where it takes me all bloody night, but I'll be there. Thanks for joining me. Steve Runs. See you on the next one. Ciao.